Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Breaking News with John. Today we got a rather unfortunate update regarding one of our favorite athletes, Sam. It seems that during what was a supposed routine jog, Sam, well, let's just say, his running days might be behind him. As you can see here, Sam took a nasty fall, resulting in what experts are calling to be a brutal ankle injury. Ooh, ouch. There is no possible way that Sam will be able to make a recovery from an ankle injury like this. There is no chance he will ever see that pavement, ever make another run again for the rest of his life.
Good evening, wonderful people. Today is first day after that horrible run-in with the ball and rolling my right ankle twice. As you can see, we got the brace. Maybe I'll show it a little better later. But you can't tell, we're back on the trail again. This time, sticking to some paved roads, a lot less rocks. We don't want to roll it again because it was pretty swollen. It's pretty bad. But I've been stretching it. We iced it. We got lots of sleep. And I was feeling good. Walked around a lot today at the hospital. Warming it up. Thought I'd take it for a spin. So, not doing anything crazy today. Today we're just stretching the muscles. Stretching the ligaments. I've actually found going for an easy run after a really long, hard one, like we did yesterday, helps me feel less sore the next day. That's why we're out here, because my legs are very sore. My ankle is destroyed. That's probably why they call it a recovery run, because you actually feel more recovered after a nice, easy run that followed your much longer, more difficult run. So we're gonna go at a nice, easy pace, really just to stretch the muscles, stretch the legs, stretch out the ligament, and to just get blood flowing. Talking about rolled ankles though, so this is probably my third bad roll I've had on this leg. The first one probably took at least 4 weeks before I felt like I could really run again. And surprisingly, we're here at day 2, or the day after we rolled it twice consecutively. So let's see if there were some things I did that made a difference. I think one big difference was the timing from rolling it to activity. Now this might seem crazy, the fact that I ran on it rolled, and it did suck and you're at risk for rolling it soon, but I think after you roll an ankle, after you've adequately rested and iced, it's important to get back on your feet and moving sooner rather than later. My first roll, I put it in a boot and I didn't move it much, and it was stiff for a long time and hurt for a long time. And maybe because I've been through this before, I have an idea of what my body needs, and probably also my nutrition's better. I'm not gonna say it's just omega-3s, even though I took them, but I really think getting some steps in, stretching, icing early, but most of all the movement really helps it from locking up. And I am wearing a brace now. So right after I finished that run yesterday, I drove home after I got my recovery and showered. We drove to Walmart and we bought a brace, because that's really the treatment for a rolled ankle. The treatment really for a rolled ankle is an ankle brace. Why? Because the treatment is to prevent yourself from rolling it again. Surprise. So be smart, get intervention quickly, because the worst thing you want to do after a rolled ankle is to roll it again, because a rolled ankle is very unstable, because it becomes easier to roll and higher risk of damage. I feel fortunate that I was able to move after, and I think that's why I feel confident after stretching and walking with it that I can run on it again with support. But I am going easy, and I'm gonna let my body adjust, and we're gonna slowly return back to our usual distance and strengthen it back to good form. What I think is most important is that you listen to your body, and obviously your doctor. If you feel you fractured your ankle, get it imaged, get it examined. But if it feels like a rolled ankle, you've done it before, I think the sooner you can get it braced and supported, and then when you're not using it, elevate and ice, then rest and compression. We often call that RICE therapy, R-I-C-E. Rest, ice, compression, elevate. So that's exactly what I did. As soon as I could, I got compression. I have a whole bunch of compression socks that come especially handy in the OR when I'm operating because I do a lot of standing. And then I got a brace for support. And I was icing it today and then elevating it when I'm off my feet. So when you get injured, I think the secret is not avoiding exercise, but finding how you can best safely return to exercise. Because if you stop moving altogether, oftentimes it makes things worse. So if you can't run, maybe find another exercise like biking or something that's easier on your injury and find ways you can stay active. Once upon a time, I tore my left pectoral muscle, and for a while I couldn't bench press or do push-ups really with that arm, but my legs still worked, so we kept training the right side of my body and my legs. So find ways to work around the injury and then ease into activity with the injured extremity or muscle or whatever it may be. I think right now going at about 10:14 to 10:30 pace, which is faster than I was for a lot of yesterday, but I'm also feeling a little bit more refreshed. I honestly think staying active helps you recover better, getting more blood flow throughout the body to the injured site, get nutrients where it needs to go, helps you recover. Because honestly, our bodies are built to heal themselves, and doctors are just there to facilitate the process. I say that going into surgery and knowing a lot of conditions require surgery to remove a diseased organ or bringing tissues together or removing necrotic or dying tissues. But after the bad's been removed, the body can heal. And medicine helps, decrease blood pressure, all these other things. But lifestyle changes can make a huge difference, but they often take time. So combination of what we have with modern medicine, plus taking care of your body, being active, and all comes together. In the end, if you take care of your body, it'll take care of you. So that's it for today. I'm gonna finish my last few miles, go nice and easy. I think we're gonna round out 5 miles today. We're at 3.5 right now. Got a mile and a half till we get home. So see you on the other side. Keep getting better, keep staying strong. And that's it.